How are we going, everybody? Okay, so today I wanted to make a video about something that has been happening to me quite frequently, lately especially, and this kind of goes, together with the video that I did on setbacks, which will be, maybe one video before, and that's essentially Universal Winks. So I found this happening quite frequently. Another way kind of this relates to is synchronicities. So something that kind of happens where you'll maybe thinking about that thing, or like maybe you'll be feeling, oh man, like I'm feeling a bit bad about this. For me, oh, how is this all going to turn out? How am I going to make things work while I'm overseas? Doing these workaways, is it all going to work out? And, questioning and having that self-doubt like pop in. I find that, whenever that kind of happens now, I'll get someone that comes into my vicinity and they'll be like, oh yeah, like I've done that, or I've got friends doing that, or the teaching English thing overseas. Like, it's like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to make it work. And then the other day when I was driving, I had a passenger that had done it. She'd done it. I had a couple of passengers that had done it when I'd been feeling bad about it. And she's like, oh yeah, you're going to have a great time. It's going to teach you so much and you're going to gain valuable lessons and growth. It's a great experience. And it just brought up that inspiration again, So these things have been happening to me constantly, with this whole attitude that I'm taking towards me going, me leaving, me letting everything go and going to this goal, going to Peru, going to all over South America and doing these workaways, or, doing the teaching English. I have no idea how I'm planning it out, but I'm kind of letting that flow. And that's, how I did like my last trip to Vietnam, which was amazing. It was incredible. And I didn't plan anything really. I just had an idea, and with going with the idea and then making it kind of work I didn't even make it work. Something else was making it work. This is just how I saw it. Like I can't give you my experience, but it's happening quite frequently now. And yeah, today I had another one where I was having a pretty good morning, and good earning day, good conversations with people, just highly resonating on different topics with a lot of people, and that's always fun. It always kind of gives me a buzz. And then I met a couple that has been traveling for 3 years doing workaways and house sitting, and they've had the most incredible time. Gave me all their details, gave me their contact details. They're like, get in touch with us, we'll tell you some really good places that we went, and you can go, and this is what we've been doing, and we went here and this place was awesome, we went here and we had this experience, and we just had a really awesome chat. And it was like a trip for about 40 minutes or so we really got to dive in kind of deep. And yeah, now I I'm friends with them. Where they left me, hold on, and they gave me a card so I can keep in contact with them, which I definitely will, and a chip, which is cool. So yeah, they've been traveling for 3 years. They're like, we don't know when we're going to go back. We don't plan it. But ultimately, the point that I'm trying to make is these universal winks, which is what I like to call them. I feel like they're kind of on the same line as synchronicities, but they're more like, it's just the kind of the universe going, hey, you got this, you're on the right path. We're going to give you, this to kind of go, yep, that's where you're going. Keep going, keep actioning what you're actioning, keep doing what you're doing. You're putting in the work, you're taking action. So we're going to be like, oh, here you go. Here's that little universal wink, And yeah, I found these to be happening more and more, as I've gone on. no one has to believe how I want to believe it, but that's essentially what's been happening. A lot of synchronicities within life, and where I've been going, and my path, and just the way things have panned out. So yeah, I want to kind of leave you with that, and follow the breadcrumbs, follow the cookie trail, the universal winks, the synchronicities, and yeah, just know that they're happening. They're happening, and I feel like the more open you are, and yeah, the more open you are, the more that you kind of are letting go of expectation of things, the more that it happens. And in saying that, like, letting go and not having expectations of things is a challenge. How do you do that? And I honestly don't know how it's kind of eventuated. I still have my days. It had a really rough year, which I'll go into in a future video. My whys and why I'm doing this, and where I was and where I am now, and like my journey. But the reason I'm doing this is to kind of give that little bit of inspiration that these things are there, and you can make a difference within your own life, and you can change, and you can drive towards a goal. And I'm no different than you. Like, maybe you're older, maybe you're younger, maybe you're female. It doesn't matter. Like, still, I'm a human being. Yeah. So, I just believe that a lot of us have the capability to get out of our comfort zone. Maybe different in a tough country or a third world country. Yeah, I get that. But if we live in where we live, and we can do something, like, take the opportunity, because this is life. Life journey. Do it. Anyway, so the deal. If you would like to, please share it to anyone that could benefit from this. Sometimes you have no idea, like, when you share something like I'm sharing, that the difference it can make in someone's life. Just that little seed, or that little gold nugget, however big or small it is. And yeah, the video, please like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. If you want, helps me out, helps maybe get the message that I'm trying to portray across. And as we progress, you're gonna see some amazing things. That's how I'm viewing it. I can only see amazing moving forward. So anyway, that's it for me today, and more videos to come. Yeah, some cool stuff, like where I'm at, where I'm going, and countdown's on, like 16 weeks. So yeah, anyway, peace.